Hello everybody, this is RockHound and welcome to the very first video in a brand new series that I'm going to be doing, which will hopefully become a fairly comprehensive video guide to Minecraft. Now I'm going to try to keep each of these videos relatively short and then have them all indexed and linked in a outline down in the description of the video. So if you want to follow along, you can go down there and click to the next videos, or I'll try to put some navigation buttons in the corners toward the end of the video as well. The first video we're going to start out with here is how to survive the first night in Minecraft. Now, one of the first important things you need to know when you play is that the daytime in Minecraft lasts 10 minutes long in real time. And if you're starting a brand new world, which is what I've done just a moment ago, I created a brand new world. Every world you create in Minecraft is unique and different, so you're never sure what exactly you're going to get. And you really need to act fairly quickly to get yourself a secure location before the nighttime comes, because if you've never played Minecraft before, it may catch you by surprise, but there are a lot of monsters that come out when it's dark, and you're going to end up having a bad time. So let's cover what the basics are and what you need to know to survive the first night in Minecraft. So I'm going to go ahead and jump back into the game, and I'm going to assume you know the basic controls. If you don't, I'll be doing a separate video on that relatively quickly, so you should be able to go down to the description and click on the control tutorial if you need to know the basics. Now, the first thing you need to do when you start is to locate a tree, and you can see there's a couple different types here, and in the distance, I don't know if you can see that very well or not, but there are multiple other types of trees in Minecraft. Any tree will work. You just run up, hold down the left mouse button, and punch the tree, and you'll get a block of wood. Now, the tree doesn't fall down. That's Minecraft physics. That's just the way it works. And again, you point your mouse cursor at the log and hold down the left mouse button to break that, and you'll pick it up into your inventory. And I'm going to go ahead and break all of the blocks in this tree. And this is really the only way to get started. Now, I did, you'll see, get a sapling, and right now that's not really going to be much use, so you can ignore that. Once you have a couple blocks of wood, and this is a sheep here making a bunch of noise, we'll move away so we don't have to listen to him. But you hit E to go into your inventory window. Right here is a little 2x2 4-block crafting area. Pick up the stack of wood with your left mouse button. Right click into one of those squares, it doesn't matter which one. A few blocks, probably 3 to begin with. Now I'm left clicking on that stack to pick those up. Pick up the stack of oak wood planks, or whatever wood planks that you get, and right click to place one of those in each of your squares in your crafting grid here, and you'll get this a crafting table. Now I go back and forth between calling this a crafting table and a workbench or a work table, so if you hear me talk about one of those, it's all the same thing. Right click to set that down on the ground somewhere, and then right click on the crafting table to open it up, and you'll see now, instead of the 2x2 crafting grid that you get in your inventory, we have a 3x3, and this is where almost every one of the crafting recipes in the game needs to be made in this window right here. So let's grab some more of those oak wood planks that we just picked up, and this time drop one on top of the other. Doesn't matter where you do that in here. It's just the shape of the recipe that matters. And over here in the output, you'll get 4 sticks. Pick those up. Again, 2 sticks on top of each other. That doesn't make anything. But what we need first is a pick, and you'll make that by kind of mimicking the shape of the pick in the crafting window. 2 sticks up and down, and then 3 across the top, oak wood planks. And the pattern of this does matter, because as you saw as I was making it, if you put the blocks in a different pattern, they make a different tool. So like this is a wooden axe. If you have just one block, it's a wooden shovel. The only wooden tool you really need is the wooden pickaxe. So once you have that in there, left click to pick that up and put it down here in your hotbar. That's this bottom row of inventory space. You can hit E or escape to get out of there. Now let's run down. Now there's a couple ways to get shelter when you first start. You can collect resources like these dirt blocks by punching them. Left click held down to punch them and pick them up. Now dirt's one of the few blocks in the game that you can pretty efficiently break and collect a building material without having any kind of specialized tool. So we're going to start working on a little bit of shelter here, and you can either dig into a hillside or into the ground to make a shelter, or you can just collect resources and build a little house. And you probably want to have the space inside, 3 by 3 at least. So I'm gonna go ahead and build one instead of digging down. I'm jumping around. I'm not going to cover too many of the controls, like I said earlier. I'm just going to go ahead and collect a bunch of dirt and make a little dirt house. Now, some of the monsters in the game that you'll see when it gets dark are spiders. And spiders have a nasty habit of climbing. One of the things a lot of people mistakenly do when they start is to build a box around themselves, think they're safe, and forget to put a roof on. So the spiders climb up the wall, jump in on top of your head, and then not only are you getting attacked, but you're trapped in the little box you made. So whether you dig down into the ground or build your own shelter, make sure you put a roof on. Alright, so you can see I had 32 blocks there. Almost every block in Minecraft, except for a couple, you can get a stack of 64 in one inventory slot. So dirt, I could pick up 64 and only have it take one inventory slot. If I picked up one more, it would take a new inventory slot, and you can quickly fill that up. So I am done building a quick little dirt house. Pretty efficient use of the building materials. We didn't put any corners on. I could if I wanted to. It doesn't help or hurt. But here we go. We have a little bit of a shelter. And if we were in there, we could close this up. But you see, it's pretty dark. So let's talk about some of the other supplies you need to get before it gets dark. Now, we got really lucky here, and there are some sheep around. Sheep don't provide food, but they do provide wool, which is pretty essential to make some stuff. I'm going to come over here and punch this tree while I'm talking and get some more wood. Really, you've got to have shelter, and you have to have food pretty quick in order to survive. So now we have some more wood, and one of the things we saw over here, I don't know if you can see them in the distance, but there they are. There are some cows. Now there are a couple different ways to get food in Minecraft. The quickest, easiest way to do this when you first start is to find animals. Cows, pigs, and chickens provide food. So, but we've got our wooden pick. What do we need to build with after that? Well, we need some stone. So if you were digging into a hillside earlier, just keep digging in, and you'll start seeing this gray block of stone. Now, if I held down with the left mouse button, it takes a long time to break this. You'll see it work, you work, and you work, and you work, and then it breaks, but it doesn't leave you with anything. That's what happens with most of the blocks in the game. Unless you use the correct tool, it doesn't drop anything. Now you see that mines out a lot faster with this wooden pick. So I'm going to grab 3 of those stone, and when you break it, it turns into cobblestone. Where'd my crafting table go? There it is. Now it's starting to get dark, so we need to hurry. And I can take 2 sticks, in the exact same pattern we did with the wood before. I'm going to use the stone. Now we have a stone pickaxe. And that will run down the hill here. You'll see we'll mine stone up a lot faster. And it lasts a lot longer than the wooden pick as well. So I'm going to get some stone. I need to get at least 10. A couple more just in case we need some more tools. And since we're here, this will work. Now I'm talking a lot, so I'm running out of time. But let's make at least a couple more things. I want to pick up my cobblestone and in the crafting table, make it in a circle shape with a hole in the center. And that creates a furnace. Now this is really important for cooking food. We'll need a couple more sticks. Again, that was 2 planks, one on top of each other for sticks. And now I want to put one at the bottom and then 2 stone above it. And that will give you a stone sword. Put that somewhere down in your hotbar there. Also, while I'm here, I'm going to put 2 sticks and a shape like this, 3 in the corner, creates that stone axe. And with that axe, I'm going to chop up that crafting table and pick it back up. Now you can punch it, but most items in the game that are wooden have a preferred tool of the axe to pick them up, and it picks them up much faster. So the furnace. Now this is the next step here. Now we could look around, and if we were lucky in the hillside, there would be some coal, which looks like stone with little black specks in it. Since we did not see any of that, I'm going to put some wooden logs, not the planks, the logs in the furnace. Oops, I messed it up there. And you can burn just about any kind of wooden thing. You saw me throw the wooden pick in there, that sapling. It'll burn up as fuel, but if you don't have a piece in there to keep going, and it runs out before the process is done, you won't get anything. When you cook up wooden logs in the furnace, you get charcoal. You put charcoal in as fuel. You can also go into your crafting window, put 1 stick at the bottom, a piece of charcoal or coal at the top, and you get 4 torches. It's another thing that you need to survive the first night is light. Okay. I'm going to run out here, and now it's getting dangerous. You see, I shouldn't be out at night. I should have done this stuff instead of doing all the talking I've been doing beforehand. But just to show you before we end this tutorial, I'm going to kill a cow. Again, cows, pigs, chicken provide food. You don't need that much to begin with, but having a little bit of a supply is a good idea. So, I was jumping on those lily pads there in case you're wondering how I walk on the water. If you have enough sheep close by, you can kill them, get a piece of wool, although that one, I've never seen a sheep that didn't drop a piece of wool. Most sheep will drop a piece of wool, and you can make a bed, which lets you skip the night. So, we can come into our little shack, close up the door, and now it's nighttime, but we're safe, we have shelter, we have food, we have some wooden tools, or some stone tools, some stone, some charcoal. If we need to cook anything else, we can throw a piece of charcoal in the bottom for fuel, throw our food at the top. You can eat the food raw, but it's really inefficient as far as the amount of food you get back. And if you see the little food bar on the right-hand side there, you'll see we're missing one of the little haunches of meat, and that means that we're not going to heal if we get hurt. So you always want to keep that full if you can. A cooked steak will return 4 of those haunches, so just right-click to eat the food. Now we're all full. Excellent. And I think we're going to make it through this night, no problem. Don't have to worry about monsters, unless we have anything hanging around here when it turns day again. We are pretty safe. So, there it is, what you need to know to survive the first night in Minecraft. Thanks for watching, and check out all of the rest of the tutorials in this series. Again, down in the description of the video, they should all be indexed and set up in an outline. Thanks for watching. If it was helpful, give me a thumbs up or subscribe. I'd appreciate it. And I will see you next time.